there's a little person living in your head. I'm not kidding. It is in your head all the time. It is there when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Now let me tell you an interesting article I read about inner voices. It says when you read silently, your brain does tricks on you. It feels like someone is actually whispering to you. It sounds so real that it feels someone is actually reading to you. Now, this is your inner voice. Did it happen to you before? For example, you heard a very catchy song, and then for the rest of the day, it plays in your head over and over again. You just can't seem to stop it. That is your little person. It sings, talks, and nags to you. It is so strong that it affects your behavior. Imagine this. You're singing on stage. You're about to hit the highest pitch. You know it's going to be hard, and you have done it multiple times before. However, occasionally, you just can't. Suddenly, this little person whispers to you in your ear. Do you know what happens next? You see, when you're vulnerable, alone, and in the spotlight, stress tends to build up. And that voice standing beside you is very important because, in the end, whether you can or cannot do it has a big extent on what the voice tells you. Your little person knows every single one of your mistakes. It knows your softest spots and your deepest fears. It can be your best friend to guide you through troubles, or he can be your worst enemy. Now, let me give you another example. When a very annoying person comes up to you, you want to give them a lesson. What your little person tells you does, in fact, affect your actions. It can say, chill, you got things to do anyway. Or it can say, why not? Just give him a little push. Does this voice sound familiar to you? Because if you did push him, you would have a very difficult time explaining to the principal later. So, what is the most difficult thing in life? It is you. It is how you control what you hear. If this little person tells you every single day that you're not good enough, you're not going to make it, and you're just really bad, do you know what happens in the next 10 years if you keep on hearing the same stuff over and over again? Most of us, we don't realize how powerful this whisper can be. It stops you from being happy and from achieving your dreams. So, how can we stop this little voice? You can't. It's a part of you. It's a subconscious thought, but you can change what it says. First, be aware of what it tells you. Recognizing negative thoughts is the first step. Simply recognize what it says. When does the negativity start? Is it because of stress, mistakes, or what? Knowing triggers help you identify them. Second, when you catch a negative thought, try to subconsciously rephrase it. For example, I'm so stupid for forgetting this today. Try to reframe it as, everyone forgets things sometimes. I'll just try to remember it next time. Third, work with what you have and be happy. Every day, list 2 to 3 things that you're grateful for. It can be a small thing. For example, The weather was so nice today. I was glad that I went out for a run. This tricks your brain to scan for the good. Last, treat yourself like your best friend. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Forgive yourself for not being perfect. Finally, come to peace with your past and with yourself. As it comes to the end of my TED Talk, I want you guys to imagine this with me. You come home late at night, you feel tired, drained, and exhausted. This little person keeps on complaining about every single little detail that went wrong today. Soon, the small problems, they become the big problems. Then the big problems, they become the most difficult thing in life. What I want you to do is to take this little person out and tell it nothing is difficult unless you make it. Thank you.